Welcome to day 19 of 40 seconds for 40 days. In Psalm 27, L'David Hashem Ori, the psalm that we've been saying every day, twice a day, the pasuk says, Ki avi v'imi azavuni v'Hashem yasvini, that my father and my mother, they've abandoned me, but you, God, you're going to take me and you're going to collect me in and look over me, look after me. And the obvious question is, of course, we know that unfortunately there are times where parents do abandon their children. It does happen. It's tragic, but it does happen in the world. But typically, it's not the most common thing. It doesn't happen every day, certainly not in our society, thank God. B'li ayin hara, that's not how our society functions for the most part. How are we to understand this pasuk? Ki avi v'imi azavuni, that my parents abandoned me. How are we supposed to interpret it? What are we meaning when we're saying this verse? And I think the answer is pretty obvious when you think about it just for another moment, and that is when a child is growing up in their household, the parents look over them, the parents look after them. The 5-year-old falls on the floor, he gets a boo-boo, so the parents give their little boo-boo a kiss. When the kid gets old enough, he leaves the house, she leaves the house, they start their own life. Of course, God willing, they have a good relationship with their parents, but at some point, they're no longer being coddled as much by their parents as they once were when they were just a little infant. However, our relationship with God starts off like that God does coddle us, God does look after us, and that never ends. In God's eyes, kviyachol, we're always that 5-year-old. God always sees us, God's always looking for us, looking after us, trying to hold our hand, trying to guide us, and kviyachol giving us a kiss on our boo-boos whenever we need it. When we leave our home, when we're adults, we may no longer have that coddling relationship with our parents, but we always have that relationship with God. We forget that sometimes when we reflect on difficult moments that we're having in our lifetimes. We forget that sometimes when we're in the month of Elul doing tshuva and saying what horrible people we are because of the mistakes that we made over the past year. God is our Father in heaven. He's our Avinu Shebashamayim. He looks after us. He cares for us. Like a father would love his child, that's how God approaches and looks at us. He embraces us. When we fall, he wants to help pick us up. He doesn't want to kick us while we're down. Next time we go to do tshuva, next time we go and try to strengthen that relationship with the Almighty, let's realize that he's not just this Malkeinu, he's not just this king, this masterful king in heaven, but he's also Avinu, he's also our Father. Our parents, Kivayachol, abandon us. God forbid, not actually abandon us, but as we get older, that relationship does change a little bit. But Hashem, Yasini, Hashem is always there for us, always collecting us, always bringing us closer, always standing there with that little band-aid and a kiss to make our boo-boos feel all better. Everyone should have a great day.